Alright, guys. I'm back at you people once again. And I got a cool video here for you all today. I'm going to be showing off my entire movie theater ticket collection. I started collecting these movie theater ticket stubs, oh man, I think since the early 90s. Early/mid 90s. All the way up until, I want to say, like the early 2000s, something like that. I don't know why I did, but I'm glad I did. And I got them in these old school picture folder things. I forgot what they're called, but anyways, let's get into it. So the front and back are filled up with movie theater ticket stubs. So let's see what I seen at the theaters. So first up here we got Super TRO, I think that's Super Troopers or Super Trooper or something like that. Let's see. 04, 2002. So I think that's Super Troopers from 2002. I could be wrong about that, but I was able to see it for $1. The bargain. See, at my movie theater, if you went like early or on certain days, you can see movies for like $1, $1.50, which is pretty cool. So anyways, moving on. We got the others here. That's the one, I believe, with Nicole Kidman. Back in the day, it says 0402 for $1. Next up, we got one of the Lord of the Rings films. 05/11 at 3:15. So I'm not sure exactly which Lord of the Rings film that is. Probably the first one. Next up, we got Death to Smoochy for $1.50. Next up, we got the Sorority Boys, I believe that is. I don't even remember this film. I don't remember even seeing it. I vaguely remember seeing it at the theater, so I'm going to have to look that one up online because I vaguely remember that. I think it was a comedy. Up next here, we got Undercover. I think this is, yeah, the first Undercover Brother film, which was pretty funny. Next up for $2, All About, I believe this is All About the Benjamins with Ice Cube. I remember I did see that at the theaters, and I believe that is it. Next up here is Resident Evil. I believe that's the original, but I could be wrong about that. It's one of the early ones, for sure. Next, we got Blade 2, old school Wesley Snipes. Next, we got Collateral. I believe that's the one with Tom Cruise. I was going to say Collateral Damage. That could also be Collateral Damage. I'm not 100% sure. Next up, we got Star Wars E. I'm not sure which one that is, but one of the Star Wars films that I've seen in the early 2000s, I believe. Next up here, we got Scorpion King. Seen it for $2 back in the day. Next up here is Half Past. I believe that's Half Past Dead with Steven Seagal. I seen it for 50 cents. That's crazy. Next up, we got another Lord of the Rings film here that was seen in 12/30/02. Oh shit, $8.50. I must have seen that new. Anyways, next up here we got the Daredevil. Damn, $8.50. This is 2/24/03, 2003. Right on. So that's into that side. Flip it over. Next up here, if you'll zoom in, we got Biker Boys. Looks like I've seen it on a Thursday. Too bad they don't have like the whole printing on there so that you can see like the everything, you know. Next up, we got Final Destination. I believe that was 2. Because I do remember I seen the second one at the theaters. Next up, we got the Recruit. That's the one with Al Pacino. Next, we got Anton Fisher. That's with Denzel Washington. Next, we got Darkness Falls, which is a horror film, which was a pretty decent movie and not really a lot of people talk about, I noticed. Next, we got Hulk, which is the one from 2003, directed by Ang Lee. Next, we got Dreamcatcher, that Stephen King movie, or written by Stephen King. And that movie was pretty decent. Next, we got Bruce Almighty. I don't know if that's the first one or the second one. I would assume it's the first one, I think. I don't remember. It's not saying. Next, we got Matrix Reloaded, which is cool. Next, we got Wrong Turn, the first one, which is pretty good. I always liked the first film. I've seen it for $1.50. Next, we got Cabin Fever, the first film, which was pretty decent. Cool movie. Next, we got Underworld. I like all the Underworld movies. They're pretty good. Next, we got Once Upon a Time. I believe this is Once Upon a Time in Mexico, with directed by Robert Rodriguez. It's a cool film. Next, we got Last Samurai with Tom Cruise. Next, this is the Expendables. It says 8/18/2010. It's kind of been messed up on the left side there, but yeah, that's the original Expendables, the first one. So that's it for that one. Okay, we're on to the next thing here. And let's see. First up here, we got Tomb Raider. This is the one with Angelina Jolie. It's either the first or the second one. I know I see them both at the theaters, so. Next, we got Fast and Furious. I think that's Tokyo Drift, the third one. I seen the first 3. I don't think I seen 4 on up. Just the first 3. So I think that's the third one, or it could be the second one. I'm not 100% sure. Next up, we got Scary Movie. I believe this was 2, because I remember seeing the second one in the theaters. I don't remember if I seen the first one or not in the theaters. Next up, we got AI, Artificial Intelligence. That film was Steven Spielberg. Next up here, we got American. Now, I'm not really sure what the hell this one is, American. There's a lot of films with American. Could be one of the American Pie films. I'm not sure. Next, we got Jeepers Creepers. This is either 1 or 2. 50 cents, not bad. Next, we got Jurassic Park, and I believe this was the third one. Even though I've seen all the first 3 at the theaters, but I believe that's the third one. Next up, we got Ghosts of Mars. I believe that's John Carpenter's Ghost of Mars. Cool movie. Next, we got The Glass House. I believe that is. Next up, we got Rat Race. I can't believe I've seen that one at the theaters. That one's kind of silly. It's like a comedy. Next up, we got 13GH, which is Ghosts. It's a horror film back from the early 2000s. Next, we got The Last Castle. That's that prison movie. I forgot who stars in it, but I can picture his face, but I can't think of his name. I want to say Robert Redford or something like that. Next up, we got Joyride, which is a cool film. We got Spy Game. That's that one with I can't even remember who's all in this. I think Brad Pitt's in that. We got Shell Hell, which is a comedy. Jack Black. That was pretty good. I like that. Next up, we got Black Mass. That's the one with Jet Li. Next here, you can vaguely see it, but that's Romeo Must Die with Jet Li. Came out I seen it 3/26/2000 at 2:57 p.m. Kind of can't really see it. You know, some you can, some you can't. Next, we got Kiss of the Dragon, which is another Jet Li film. I seen that. Let's see, 7/8/01/2001 at 11:03 a.m. Right on. And next, we got another Jet Li film called The One. All good films. Now we're getting into the Jackie Chan films. So next we got Mr. Nice Guy, which was pretty good. I like that one. We got Rumble in the Bronx. That's old school, like 2/24, and I believe that was 1996. I want to say 96, I believe. Yeah. Next we got Strike. So, and this is in the Jackie. Yeah, this has to be Jackie Chan's first strike. Wow, that's old school. Next we got Rush Hour 2. And we got Operation Condor. That's old school. Next we got Shanghai Noon, I believe, or it could have been Night. No, I think that's Noon. So yeah, a bunch of Jackie Chan, Jet Li. Now we're moving on to some Van Damme stuff. So we got Universal, obviously Soldier. I believe this is the return, not the original, even though I did see the original at the theaters, but I don't think I was collecting movie tickets at that time. We got another Van Damme film. I seen it AMC Knockoff, which I seen 9/04/1998 for $3.25. That's cool. Friday at 5:15. That's cool. Then we got The Quest, which is another Van Damme film. That's old school. 1996. That's cool. I seen it on a Saturday at 3 p.m. Then we got Sudden Death, which came out in like 95, I believe. Then we got Maximum Risk with Van Damme, which I think came out in 97. Okay, so we're done with that one. Move on to the last one. So here we go. We got The Long Kiss Goodnight. That's the one with Samuel Jackson. We got Black Dog. That one doesn't get talked about a whole lot. Black Dog. That's a movie with Patrick Swayze. It was pretty decent. We got Mortal Kombat here, people. This is the second one because it says right here 11/30/1997. That's when the second one came out. And I also did see the first one at the theaters as well. Talking about old school. That's old school. Eye for an Eye. That's the one where Kiefer Sutherland plays a real bad guy and this kills this lady's daughter, and the mom goes after him. It's Sally Field. Next up, we got Species, which is a pretty cool horror film. Heck yeah, man. That's old school. I also seen the second one at theaters. Next up, we got Dragonheart. Yeah, I haven't seen that film in a long time, but that was pretty cool. Dragonheart, yeah. Good movie. Next, we got 12 Monkeys. That's with Brad Pitt and Bruce Willis. Next up, we got Halloween. I don't know which one this is. I think it... One, I want to say one from the late 90s. I think it's the one with... shit. I can't remember his name. I don't know. But I think this is the one with Jamie Lee Curtis in the late 90s. I think. But I'm not 100% sure. It just says Halloween. Doesn't give me the year that I can see, but whatever. Next up, we got The Relic. That's an old school horror film that is pretty decent. Next, we got Thinner. That's another one with written by Stephen King. That's a pretty cool movie. We got Stargate. That's a cool movie. With what's his face? Fuck, why can't I remember his name? I'll get back to it. But Stargate from 1994 is a really good film. Next up, we got Metro. Now that's the one with Eddie Murphy. That's an actually action film and not a comedy. Next, we got a Steven Seagal movie, Glimmer Man. Yeah, that one was pretty good. Kurt Russell. Okay, it just came to me. Stargate, Kurt Russell. So we got the Glimmer Man. Next, we got Ransom with Bruce. I was about to say Bruce Willis. No, but that's what's his name? Shit, that's a really good movie too. It came out in 1996, and yeah, the really good film. Next up here we got From Dusk Till Dawn, old school. This is the original. It's a really cool movie. Next up, with the Bruce Willis film here. Well, this is Quentin Tarantino's in this. Next up, we got Armageddon with Bruce Willis. This movie, I don't know, it's alright, but it's kind of long. Next up, we got Gone in 60 Seconds. $7.50. I seen it June 16th, 2000. That's crazy. I remember seeing this at the theaters too. Old school. That's a good movie, by the way. Next up here we got Pitch Black. That's a good film. That set what's his name's career, I think, off really well. Vin Diesel. Next up, Impossible. I believe that's Mission Impossible 2. I remember seeing the second one at the theaters. Next, we got Get Carter with Sylvester Stallone. That's a cool movie. We got X-Men. I think that's the first one. It could be the second one. Next, we got Charlie's Angels. That's either the first one or the second one. I've seen them both at the theaters. Next, we got Unbreakable here, which is a really good film with Bruce Willis. Next, we got Castaway. That's with Tom Hanks. Next, we got 15 Minutes. That's with Robert De Niro. Next here, if I can make out what the hell this is. Mummy Returns. Okay, it's the second Mummy film. Looks like I've seen it in 5/10/01, 2001. Mummy Returns, right on. Next up, I believe that's what, Enemy at the Gates, I believe. Some of these are hard to tell. Next, we got Double Take, which is like a comedy action film. Next, we got Exit Wounds, Steven Seagal. Right on. Next, we got Freddy Got Fingered. That's a fucking funny movie, man. Next, we got Swordfish. That's a cool action film. Good casting in that. Flip this over. Oh, and I believe that's it. We went through them all. That's crazy. Yeah, so that's just a portion of, I've seen probably obviously a lot more movies at the theaters, but yeah, these are all my ticket stubs, and I'm glad I kept them. Some of these I've completely forgotten about some of these movies, but anyways, yeah, tell me what you think in the comments below. I'm out of here, and y'all have a kick-ass day. Peace.